this should be the last update, or this will be the updates that lead to me turning this car on, hopefully this week. So to update you guys, I decided to move away from the surge tank just for now because I really want to get this car going. So I did the dash 6 and lines, PTFE braided lines here. They're not for the whole entire car. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the car on like this, and then later on when I have the time and want to do the surge tank for when I do track days, then that'll get done. Everything is basically in. We have coils, we have spark plugs gapped, we got aluminum, the injector cups, new injector hats, 14mm gram adapter down there, 1000cc injectors. I decided to put the wiring all underneath the manifold, so now it looks way cleaner and nicer. Sorry, it's a little dusty. I will have a heat shield here. I have it off purely because when I go to turn this car on, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the coil packs and turn the car over that way, along with not removing this, but the fuel pump relay. But yeah, so just got a new battery for the car too. So everything works. And now what I'm doing is actually, this wiring is gonna be going towards a oil pressure and temp sensor before I turn on the car. I think that's really important. And yeah, and also the intercooler. So the intercooler is great. It looks awesome. And I'm just doing I got some piping. I ended up cutting the piping, and I chose to buy a bead roller. And holy shit, dude, look at these beads, dude. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So now this guy, if I remember correctly, is it this way? Maybe this way. That's this way. But yeah. Whole intercooler's done. All the intercooler piping's done. I still need to put the map sensor in with the bolts, fans, everything. But dude, it's a whole car. It's ready to turn on. But yeah, like I said, just the last little bits for the pressure. Axles are in. I just did Reaction GP1s. They're sport digressive coilovers. So that's what's on this now. And the fitment's pretty decent. I like it. It's like, these are 17s, right? And like, you have a finger. I may go lower, may not go lower, depends. I really want the 6-speed axles to handle fine because I don't have motor mounts on this car. But yeah. And then also I did the rears. On this one, I still need to do the rear on that one. But let's show you guys. See? Very pretty. Versus what's on there now. I'll just show you what's on there now. Just no height adjustment, just a Bilstein shock with a very low spring, linear 9K spring, which handles great because it was very stiff, but this one will be way better. All right, y'all, we got a boost gauge and we got our oil and temp pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a few cranks, and also I could tell you guys how I did it using there and there and picking off 31. Anyways, so I just redid my timing. Timing belt's good, timing's good, everything's there. Just put it all back together. We're gonna go no coils, no spark plugs, fuel pumps off, and we're just gonna turn this thing over, okay? Hopefully we're gonna get some pressure buildup. And let's see, is my oil tight? Yeah, and oil, if it goes, it'll just shoot down there. That's okay, I'll leave it like that. All right, you guys, the long-awaited time. All right, me. We got our ECU tuned. We are done. It's late, I'm not gonna turn it on. My neighbor's gonna be freaking pissed. It's wet and cold outside. But This week, you guys, it's turning on. This video is going to come on and we're going to start driving it. Leaks. No leaks. Okay. Leaking fuel right there. All right, let's do that again. So I got 2 leaks, y'all. I got AN line leak, and it's honestly really annoying because this is aluminum. I assume this is, you know, steel. Golly, just can you focus? Thank you. And it's leaking off this little bulb head. So it's not like the portion that I made. Like it's not hard. Like there's you know, there's no crazy tension on it. Anyways, I'm still battling that. I don't want to over tighten it. I ended up getting a torque wrench to be able to figure out the amount of inch-pounds I would end up applying to it. Anyways, aside from that, I do have a little water leak, and the water leak is on the bottom of the banjo bolt. The banjo bolt goes down. There's a 90-degree, and that goes off to this braided line, which goes into my hose. Anyways, there's like a tiny little leak, and you know, I'm not gonna accept that. So I'm gonna remove the banjo bolt. Unfortunately, I did put water in here. It's just DI, but essentially just use DI water. And you could buy it at the store. And fill up a little bit, just so you could get an idea of what's leaking. And also, you're gonna wanna flush out everything that's in here too. So use DI water. I'm gonna get it up to temp. I'm gonna make sure everything turns on, and then I'll fill it up with coolant, as I do have coolant. But yeah, the car turns on. It's just a little rough because there's definitely a leak here, so it's not maintaining steady pressure, and you know, that's why it's cutting out. But other than that, like, it's like, hey, okay, buddy. All right, you guys, well, clearly there's some issues. Car's not holding fuel pressure, causing it to cut out, which is like, duh, that makes sense. But that's really the only thing. Everything runs so smoothly. Everything runs like beautifully. But I ordered some fuel rails. Yes, more than one. I got 2 coming. I got a stock one and an aftermarket one. The goal is to still run AN lines, but in the event of I can't get the AN to seat properly, I'm just going to run a stock fuel rail for the meantime and go from there. But thank you for following along. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all's support. And yeah, thanks for sticking along for this journey. We're not done yet, but we're dang near close. See y'all on the next one.